Hello everyone. In this lesson, I would like to describe you how VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP function works in Excel. Let's begin with a little bit table. For VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP we need unique data. But what is very popular works in VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. The formula can transfer data from one location to another location by looking between our data. But you need some condition to transfer your data in exact mode, or in approximate mode. Let's begin with simple sample or easy sample. For VLOOKUP, you need unique data sometimes. If you want to use VLOOKUP, you have four functions. You have to describe four functions for formula. The first thing is lookup value. First, I want to describe you how formula works and then do it with sample. Lookup value is the same value between first and second table. For instance, if I want to look up only for Ahmad and want to transfer the family of Ahmad. So I face it with table array. What is the table array? Table array is the table I want to looking into it by the lookup value. The first column of table array is the lookup value. It's must, it's not should. If you select the table array from here to here, my formula is not work, and you face it with not available result. But if you use it in a true mode, lookup value is the name, so I start the table array with name, and the second is family. I'm looking for family. Lookup value have two columns, first column, second column. So my column index number is 2. Column index number is the number of the column for the result. And we have two kind of looking, the approximate match and the exact match. If you want to looking exactly for the your condition, select false. But if you want to looking approximately, use true. I use false and the end of formula. But what happened to formula? Because this formula looking for Ahmad for all of these two columns. If I describe Ahmad according to my table, I face it with another result. Okay, let's to continue with better sample. This is the semester result. I want to read grade and result based off this table, but I don't have enough time to looking by myself from this table to this table. So first of all, I should looking for the unique value between two tables. Let me to check for name. I use count if in order to count how many unique value available in the. Now I don't want to see this column. I looking for the unique value on this table to make it good VLOOKUP for this table. I cannot use the name because the name is not unique. I have 2 Ali, 2 Kamran, 3 Arvin in this table, so I cannot use it. Let's check it with family. I use COUNTIF again. Oh, family name is not unique too. So let me to check for combination of name and family. I use a simple and combine two family and name together, and then use COUNTIF again. Okay, I find the unique value for this table. So if I want to use lookup for grade and result, I should enter name and family over here and use VLOOKUP. But how? Let's start. I write the name and write the family, and I want to looking the grade. I use VLOOKUP. And what is the lookup value? My lookup value is the combination of name and family. So I combine the name and family. Use AND. And you should looking into your table. Oh, I have not name and family in the left side of my table. Combination and name and family is here, so I cannot look up with the minus column. So what I should to do? It's very simple. Exit from your formula, move the column at the beginnings of table. and write your VLOOKUP formula again. It is possible for use VLOOKUP with minus column, but it is not very easy and it's not popular. It's very easy to move the lookup value for table array at the right place. So I use again combination of name and family and use table array from the beginning to the grade. And what is the number of grade? This is the column number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10th column. So I use Excel separator and write 10. Because the grade is the 10th column after my lookup value. And I'm looking for the exact value. So I use false. That's great. Data transfer from this table to this table. But let's use this formula for result. Use VLOOKUP. My lookup value is the combination of the name and family, and my table array is start with my condition to the result. Result is over here. As you see, is the 11 column. So I use 11 for column index number, and the range lookup I use false for exact match. That's it. Grade and result transfer from this table to this table. So I don't like to see this again. I hide it. Okay. And what I should do for the other grade and result is to only write the name and family by myself. For instance, Taha Padia. Let me to check. Yes, that's correct. Or Kate Rezai. Kate Rezai. '86 pass. 86 pass. This is how VLOOKUP works in Excel. But we have another formula very familiar with VLOOKUP. It's named HLOOKUP. It is very useful for us when we want to transfer chronological data or time distribute data from one place to another place. For instance, for project control or planner or a scheduler, most of the time they have a headache about plan data transfer correctly from progress table, from expand progress table or a spreadsheet to weekly progress table. So what is the solution? The solution I propose is use HLOOKUP. In HLOOKUP, you can add the time into your progress table. For instance, I use 10th of August 2012 to next week. Okay, and I use HLOOKUP, and what is lookup value? Lookup value is the time, and my table array is from time to the end of it. But I must use the different column index number for each row. For instance, my project is the row of 2, and I use the exact match. If I change it to the progress, let me to check it. This is the 10th of August. That would be great. But if I use the correct value for it, it's 3, because it's the engineering, the third column from 1 to 3 from the start. I can copy this formula and paste it over here. Use column index number 2. Let me to change all column to the progress, and let me to write for general. It's not in milestone is 0, so I delete it. General. I use HLOOKUP, and what is my lookup value? Lookup value is the time, and table array from start to the finish, and general is the row number 4, as you see in the table. I use 4, and if you close the formula without writing anything, the formula calculates based on exact match. Oh, I use comma twice. And if you want to copy the formula and paste it and add the row, copy, paste it, add the row 6, paste, add the row 7. And you can use this formula for here, from here to here. Everything calculate based off this time. If I want to continue this formula, I should freeze it, the lookup value, and use paste, and only I need to update the column index number 8, 9, maybe it's boring, but it's only need to update for one time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and after one time write formula, you can use it up to your template update. Okay, now I can copy formula and paste it. And only I need to update lookup value. Everything updated. But at the next time, if you want to go for report for next week, if you change only date, oh, if you change only date, the destination date, value updated. If I want to go for next week, I can go for next week again, go for next week, value updated. This is how HLOOKUP works, completely like VLOOKUP, but in another report using. I hope this lesson is useful for you. Please keep in touch with my LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram for further lessons. Thank you.